friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about exergy or available energy, which is also called availability. And this is a relatively recent concept. If you compare this with the other thermodynamic concepts like energy, entropy, or entropy generation, etc. And before starting, I must say one thing to all of you. Please do subscribe to this channel and of course like it and share it to your friends. Let's get started. So, before going into define exergy or available energy, we know that everybody nowadays talks about conservation of energy. And everybody, and especially those who are in the professional world, are really concerned how to conserve energy for sustainable use, for use by the forthcoming generation. Because most of the energy sources are getting depleted, especially non-renewable sources of energy are getting depleted. So everybody talks about how to conserve energy. But first law of thermodynamics, which is also known as the conservation of energy principle, says that energy is neither created nor destroyed during any process undergone by a thermodynamic system. So what to do with the conservation of energy? Because energy cannot be destroyed. So what is the need of conserving energy? So as far as first law of thermodynamics is concerned, it poses no challenge to engineers. Because whenever any process takes place, suppose this is a system, be it closed or open, according to conservation of energy principle, whatever energy enters into system and whatever energy leaves the system during this particular process, net energy will be accumulated within the system. So every bit of energy is accounted for in terms of first law of thermodynamics. So there is no point in conserving energy. But if at all you have to conserve energy, you have to do it in terms of quality of energy, which is asserted by second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics. First law only relates to the quantity concept of energy. But second law classifies energy into two types. One is low grade energy and another is high grade energy. So complete and continuous conversion of high grade energy to low grade energy is not actually possible. And second law of thermodynamics also relates to the concept of entropy generation. More the entropy generation during a process, the more irreversible the process is. And for any process to deliver the maximum possible amount of work, it must be reversible. So actually, second law distinguishes between processes. So if at all there is any scope for improvement, that is in the second law of thermodynamics. And this concept of exergy is also related to second law of thermodynamics. Exergy is also related to second law of thermodynamics. So exergy is nothing but the work potential. Actually, what is the amount of useful work that can be obtained from a source of energy? That is your exergy or available energy. एनर्जी तो सिस्टम का अंदर है, लेकिन what fraction of that energy can be converted into useful form of energy? What is the work potential of energy? This is measured by second law efficiency, which we will study later on. So what is the work potential of a particular system at a specified state in a given environment? Suppose a new energy source, like suppose geothermal well is suppose a geothermal well is discovered somewhere. A geothermal well is discovered. It's a it's a source of energy discovered somewhere. And the first thing that the explorers do is to estimate the amount of energy contained in this geothermal well. But that is not sufficient for decision makers to take a decision whether to set up a power plant at that site or not. Because with the information regarding what is the energy contained in this geothermal well, we can't take the final decision, because what is the amount of energy, useful form of energy that we can extract from it, that is more important than the mere energy content of this well. So we have to find out the available energy or exergy of the system. Only by finding out the energy content of this geothermal well will not serve the purpose. So if you want to define exergy, it can be defined as the property that enables us to determine the useful work potential of a given amount of energy at some specified state, and this is also called availability or available energy. So one should not be confused between exergy, and exergy is same as available energy, and sometimes we can also call it availability. Always work is a path function, that we have already discussed in the initial chapters. So work is a path function. So any path function depends not only upon the two end states, initial and final states, but also upon the process that is executed by the system to move from initial state to final state. So it depends upon three things. One is initial state, second is process path, and final state. But in an exergy analysis, initial state is specified. Suppose a system is at a particular state, so that initial state is specified. So it is not a variable, it is constant. So work output is maximized when the process between two specified states is executed in a reversible manner. So final state may be a variable. Initial state of the system is fixed, and so if the process, whenever a system moves from initial to final state, a process is said to have been executed. If the process occurs in a reversible manner, the maximum work will be produced. And finally, the system must be in a dead state at the end of the process to maximize the work output. So work output maximum होगा जब final state of the system will be in thermodynamic equilibrium with the environment, and that particular equilibrium state is known as dead state. Suppose this is a system, this is a container which contains air at 25 degrees Celsius, 101 kilopascal pressure, and velocity of the system is 0, and elevation is also 0, and the surrounding temperature is also 25 degrees Celsius, and the pressure is also 101 kilopascal. That means this particular system is at dead state, because it is in thermodynamic equilibrium, because its temperature is same as that of environment, its pressure is same as that of environment, and it has no kinetic energy, no potential energy with respect to environment. So there is no work potential. The work potential of this particular system is 0, because its temperature and pressure are same as that of environment. So when a system is in dead state, the first is a system is in thermodynamic equilibrium with the environment. डेड स्टेट होने के लिए थर्मोडायनामिक इक्विलिब्रियम चाहिए. सो टेम्परेचर एंड प्रेशर ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट आर सेम एज दैट ऑफ सिस्टम. It has no kinetic or potential energy relative to environment, because its velocity is 0 and elevation above certain datum line is also 0. And it is also chemically inert system. It doesn't react with the environment. Whenever a system is at the dead state, whenever a system is at thermodynamic equilibrium with the environment, it has zero exergy. Because when a system is at dead state, it has zero exergy. That is very important. When a system is at a dead state, it has zero exergy, zero work potential. No useful work can be obtained if a system is at dead state. That means you see your environment contains enormous amount of energy, enormous amount of energy, but it has zero work potential, or zero exergy. So you see, if a system has a higher temperature, suppose this is T1 and surrounding temperature is T0, and this temperature is higher than the surrounding temperature, the temperature of system is higher than that of the surrounding, then we can run a heat engine between two. Heat engine always works between two different temperature levels. Unless and until there is temperature difference between two systems, no heat engine can operate. So since T1 is greater than T0, a heat engine can be run between these two. And if it is a finite body, its temperature will go down, and when it becomes equal to that of the surroundings, then the engine will stop working. So टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस होने से ही वर्क प्रोड्यूस हम कर सकते हैं. सो इफ दिस इज इक्वल टू T0, देन देर इज नो पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ वर्क. सो अगर प्रेशर में डिफरेंस होगा तब भी हम वर्क प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. वेन एवर ए सिस्टम, सपोज देर इज ए सर्टन अमाउंट ऑफ गैस कंटेन्ड इन ए piston cylinder arrangement, and if the pressure inside that system is higher than the pressure of the environment, then if we expand the gas against this environmental pressure, some boundary work will be done by the system. So if the pressure of the system is either greater than or less than that of the environment, some work will be produced or consumed. Similar is with the difference in temperature between the system and surroundings. So if everything is in thermal equilibrium, thermodynamic equilibrium, then there is no possibility of work. So that is what the exergy is, and it is a very important concept because it relates to work potential of a particular system. How much work, how much useful work. Useful work means high grade energy. Low grade energy is nothing but heat. So, and not all whole amount of low grade energy can be converted into high grade energy. The fraction of low grade energy that can be converted into high grade energy is called available energy. सपोज हम एक हीट इंजन को क्यू हीट देते हैं, होल ऑफ द हीट कैनॉट बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू वर्क. नो इंजन कैन बी 100% efficient. So what the fraction of heat that is converted into work, that is the net work output of a heat engine, is only its exergy, and whatever heat is rejected to the low temperature sink is called unavailable energy. So low grade energy, the heat supplied to a heat engine, is the summation of available energy and unavailable energy. So that's all.